Good evening, everyone. Tonight we are going to be discussing my pretty much terrible trip to Walmart here. And there were a lot of reasons why it was terrible, not just because I saw several increases on food items, but because they have rolled out the Spark line, or the Scan and Go, or the Walmart Plus. They didn't mention Walmart Plus. They said Scan and Go or Spark drivers. Now, as to where there were only 4 of them, there were a lot of people there. There were a lot of people that were trying to get through the lines. They had a few checkouts open with cashiers, and there was like 2 or 3 of the who knows how many self-checkouts that they had on the far end. They actually had a special person waiting there for Spark drivers, and it looked welcoming. However, they had the belt clothesline for just these people. They had a sign that the sign only said Spark drivers only. But she had asked me if I was doing Scan and Go, so I assumed that if you were doing Scan and Go, you could have probably just went. I have a question. So if you're doing Scan and Go, is this like Sam's Club? Because Scan and Go, I don't have to talk to anybody. Like, I just scan my items and go, right? I mean, maybe she checks your order, I guess, kind of like Sam's Club does when you leave. Doesn't matter whether you scan and go or go through the line. You always have to have the person scan a few of your items that's on your receipt. If you do the Scan and Go, you'll have a digital receipt on your phone where they scan the QR code and then check your items. So that was one thing that was pretty upsetting. And the biggest thing is a lot of the price increases that we saw on food today. Now, I actually do a video on this, which will be out tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you tune in. If you're not subscribed, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe now, as this way you will be notified. Hit that bell notification so that you are notified every time we put a video up. We've been, sometimes we just have our early morning videos, but sometimes we have the coffee rants here in the evening where we try to put out any kind of news to keep you in the know of things going on. And I continue the same message as I have for years. Buy up the sales as you see them, guys. I'll tell you what, I saw some things today, just unbelievable how high some of these prices have gotten at Walmart. I mean, it really is. I mean, we're in Cincinnati, Ohio here, and we do talk about how some prices could be different in some other areas around the country, right? Like California, the East Coast, the East and West Coast, dairy, meats, fruits, vegetables, produce could be a little more at those Walmarts. But usually all other items are pretty close to the same as far as like canned goods, frozen goods. A lot of these different things will be about the same prices or close to. So, this one place we can really compare prices, which is a good thing. But I noticed a lot of other things that just didn't seem right, like the toilet paper. Yeah, you get a little more of toilet paper than you do like name brand, but some of the name brand was the same price as Great Value, and I'm like, how is this possible? I don't know, guys. I don't know. We always talk about this. We talk about different price increases on things and stuff, but when you see some of what I saw today, and you'll see a couple of them in tomorrow's video, and your jaw will probably drop like mine did. I mean, it was absolutely crazy, some of the things that have gone up. I don't know. I don't know. I will say, very pleasant experience as far as like customers in there. It seemed like everybody was in a good mood. I don't pay too much attention to these things, but you do kind of get a vibe. I felt like everybody was just happy to be at Walmart, mostly because, yeah, a lot of other places you go to are going to be more expensive. But at the same time, Walmart just seems like they're getting overly expensive for things that, even for Walmart, seem very high. But yeah, it was kind of a nasty day too. I know we got these storms rolling through. Our thoughts and prayers are with everybody involved in the path of all these tornado warnings and different things. Make sure you're paying attention to that. We're supposed to have some pretty crazy storms here later tonight. Wanted to get out to Walmart and check on a lot of the things that people have been asking about, because I did notice something else that I did not talk about in the video really at all you kind of get that feeling as we're looking at some things. But there were a lot of items missing. I mean, a lot. Now we're coming off of Easter, but I don't really see, like, Easter's not really, a lot of these things, some stuff's harder to get in. Some stuff's harder for them to get orders in, but I saw a lot of empty holes here at Walmart today, and it kind of just got me thinking, like, we need to remember that some of these products, when they go away, it could take a while for them to come back. Whether they come back and not at a higher price or at a higher price. Usually when things go away, they come back at a higher price. That's what we've seen over the last couple of years. But this seemed a little more than that. Out of Domino sugar. Near out of cooking oils. At least the cheaper ones. Spices, gone. Not gone, but I mean, it's worse than what it was the last couple times we were there. Out of Morton's salt. I know I'm pretty much saying what I didn't want to do is give away this video, but for doing this over the last couple of years, it's hard for me to be in shock. I was in shock here at Walmart today. I was also a little like, here we are a few days past Easter, and a lot of their candy's only 50% off. I feel like a lot of that should be like 75% off, unless they're only selling it for 50% off, and what they don't sell, they're going to put in a storage shed somewhere, or put it in the back and wait till next Easter. Hopefully that's not the candy. Unless it's got a long best if used by date, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what they do with it, but it doesn't look like they're selling a lot, because 50% off some of the high prices that they had on some of these things really isn't that great of a deal. A lot of the stuff they were clearing off the shelves. I was looking at it first. I'm like, what is going on here? And then I realized that was all the Easter stuff. But they did have a couple aisles of 50% off stuff. So if you're close to Walmart, I wouldn't go too far out of your way. But our Walmart had 50% off. So if you're interested in some of those things, or different candies and stuff like that, you may want to get there soon before they take it all down, because it looked like they were taking a lot of it down. So, I don't know. And some of these other stores may have different Easter candy sales. Kroger probably will. I'll be going to Kroger tomorrow. And we'll check on some of the different sales. What I talk about with Walmart, though, is like, yeah, a lot of the regular prices at Walmart will be, a little cheaper than Kroger, making it the minimum price, right, that they claim. And I believe that whole true minimum price thing is just like, as far as like everything but food, right? Because we're seeing a lot of a lot of grocery items that are getting right up to the same prices at Kroger. Some more. And I always say this, I haven't said it in a while. Kroger is the most expensive store around here to shop at, where you can save the most money. Because if you can stock up on sales, if you can only buy the sales, well, then you're doing good by doing that, because you're not overspending. I consider overspending paying regular price anywhere, and that's part of the issue that we have with Walmart, is that unless it's some rollback offer, which I won't say what it is, but I did see a couple rollback offers today that was like, well, those were regular prices. And I didn't really go over that. And then I saw one of the rollback offers was actually more of a better deal. So it was more than what they said. So that was good, I guess. But I did try to cover a lot of the things that some people had said that they were looking for at their Walmart a while back. Like, I tried to go through to see if our Walmart was getting in some of these products. Some stuff is coming in, some stuff not so much. So, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on everything. We'll be checking out, like I said, Kroger. We're going to see what they're getting in. I'm curious to see, without giving it all away from my video for tomorrow morning, I'm curious to see what Kroger is having trouble getting in, and if it's some of the same things that Walmart is. Because if that's the case, it could be like an ingredient issue, where we're not getting the ingredients in, or some items maybe... some items may be getting discontinued. I don't know for sure, but this is a different thing. Some of the things, like, okay, for instance, a lot of people have been talking about the Great Value vegetables being low, some of them even out, the canned goods, and the frozen. Which I did check the frozen, and it looked like it was a lot more stocked this week than it was a couple weeks ago. So that's good. So, and the prices are still the same. For the regular cheapest ones, mixed vegetables, corn, peas, 98 cents a bag. So that's about as good as we're going to get these days. But as far as like some of the canned goods, I noticed a lot of canned tomatoes missing. And these are things that aren't in the video. I'm walking through just wanting to check new and different things that we missed from like a couple weeks ago. So I didn't really go over this, but lots of canned tomatoes missing, which was odd. Canned beans, big holes in the Great Value canned beans. Now, mind you, Easter was Sunday. Okay, so I'm taking that into consideration, but I don't know. It just seems a little strange that everybody's kind of talking about the same thing. The canned vegetables were lower, but not as low as the last time when I went a couple weeks ago. There was a lot of corn. A lot of corn. Very little peas, very little green beans, and a lot of corn. And then they had other things mixed in. They had a few things of mixed vegetables. I was surprised by how much of the canned beans were actually missing, though, because they were completely full a couple weeks ago. And I know a store, especially like Walmart, can get wiped out. Maybe they just haven't gotten their orders in. It just looked odd. Ramen noodles was very low. I don't know, guys. The thing that we have to remember is that places like Dollar Trees are closing. Family Dollars, they're closing a lot of Family Dollars. There's going to be a lot less options, meaning a lot more people are going to start shopping at Walmart for these items. You're going to have a lot more people at Aldi, which is arguably cheaper anyway than Dollar Tree. Because, yeah, you're going to pay $1.25 at Dollar Tree. You're paying 64 cents a can at Walmart, or 63 cents a can for the run-of-the-mill vegetables at Aldi. So I don't know. Wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. The one thing that was really a headache was just seeing those 4 self-checkout lanes open doing nothing. Like just sitting there. I had walked around toward the front a couple different times, and it was like long lines the whole time, and here are these 4 checkout lanes that there's nothing going on. No Spark drivers, no scan and go customers, no Walmart Plus, and it was just open, right? 4 registers that are just dedicated to this, which is okay, but my goodness, you have these huge lines. Open up some more self-checkouts. Now, this could just be my Walmart. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure some other Walmarts are better than ours. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, why not open up all of these, or at least a third of them? These lines that get wiped out, people are upset. There was a guy who left. There's a guy who left his cart and said, forget this. I was like 4th in line at one of the checkouts. And I thought I did good. Right? I was like, one of the cashiers. Very nice cashier too, by the way. She was so nice. Very, very nice girl. I just don't get some of the stuff. And this isn't just Walmart. This happens at other places too, but I mean, Meijer has issues with their self-checkouts as well all the time. Usually there will be like 3 or 4 of them down, and then 2 of them will have card only, and then there'll be 1 with cash. Now, sometimes, there'll be more with cash open, but that's how it is usually. Sometimes they won't even have the other end open. Now people have caught on to Meijer. The area where the groceries are, if there's like 3 or 4 people in that one, people walk down to the other side. Well, you got to be careful when you do that, because when you walk all the mile down, that might be closed. You'll see like green lights, but they might be down. There might be something wrong with them. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't the most pleasant experience at Walmart today, but we got through it. We checked on, like I said, we checked on a lot of things that people have been asking about. We checked on different things that have been going up in price, mostly just where to save money. If we point these things out and you can save a little bit by getting these things at Walmart, don't get me wrong. I love Walmart. I do. I love Walmart. But it's just getting harder and harder to justify with the way I shop for groceries. Walmart is not really good for me or Jess, because we're overspending there. We're overspending at Walmart. We stock up on things. We prepare for the future by stocking up on sales as they come around. And we'll eat out of our pantry and our stockpile until the next sale comes along. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just our way of thinking. It's like, I'm not going to overspend for things so that I can overspend on things later in the future of fun stuff to do. Right? We save money in one direction so that we can use it in another, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do anything fun. And you know, I mean, that's what it is. You know, you do things the way you want in life, right? But if you want to save money, especially on groceries, because it's ridiculous how expensive they're getting, then we have to focus on the different deals as they come in. Now, I understand some people don't shop like that, and sometimes it can be a headache shopping like that. But, you know, it's not like I go into a store and unless it's on sale, then, you know, some things we do have to have. You know, it's like if we go into a store, sometimes it's like, well, I'll spend the extra dollar so I don't have to go over here, spend the gas. Gas just went up again here. $3.59 a gallon. $3.59 a gallon. That is up from $3.49 from last week, which was up from $3.39 from the week before that. Gas has gone up like 60 cents a gallon since September. I mean, it's, you know, all these little things add up, guys, and we do need to pay attention to all this stuff. Yeah, let us know some of the gas prices around where you live. Have your gas prices been going up? Ours just shot up overnight. $3.59 a gallon. That's a lot. That's a lot. We're getting up there where you really see, and you know, this is another thing where Kroger can help, or maybe some other places, like Sam's Club and Costco. They have gas stations where they're a little cheaper. Now, you do have to be a member to use their gas station, but that's an extra perk. Kroger, you know, if you shop at Kroger on Fridays, I believe they're still doing their Friday thing, where if you shop at Kroger on Fridays, you get 4 times fuel points. 4 times fuel points. I mean, that really does add up. And I'll tell you what, every Friday, Kroger is crazy packed because of that. You do have to look for, like, some things, you know, sometimes they'll have, like, different gift cards and stuff where you can get 4 times fuel points on that. That does not count with Kroger gift cards, though. And some other gift cards as well. That would be cool if it worked with Kroger gift card, because then you can get a Kroger gift card, get your 4 times fuel points, and use that as you're spending it at Kroger. But that's why they don't do that, because, yeah, that would be too good to be true. Anyway, guys, just wanted to share this experience. I do not like the 4 lanes open for Spark and Walmart Plus driver or Walmart Plus customers. If there's nobody, you know, like, I could see keeping. I mean, it's kind of, you know, it's upsetting. It's upsetting because here I am waiting 20 minutes in line behind 4 people, and here's these 4 registers, the only self-checkouts that are open, and nobody can use them. Nobody is using them. So, you know, I don't know. And honestly, Walmart should do a better job of advertising that, because say we have other Spark drivers and Walmart Plus customers that are waiting in regular lines because they have no idea. They have no idea. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out in the future. But again, Walmart is awesome for everything else. It's just to justify a lot of the grocery shopping there. And there are good things. There are good deals at Walmart. It's just today, ironically, a lot of the things that people were asking to look at and the stuff that we were showing, yeah, a lot of the prices have skyrocketed. I don't know. Prices ain't coming down. They're going to only keep going up. At least we have to think that way. So if you think that way, the unknowing is the knowing to know that you have to prepare for the future accordingly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.